We're living in some strange times, man. There are just so many ridiculous agendas and narratives out there that are being pushed, and there are a handful of people who have particularly large platforms that call people out on their crap, and I think we need more of that. People who call people out on their stupidity and say something is ridiculous when it is ridiculous. And I think there is a general tendency now in the cancel culture age that we live in to not want to say anything, to not have a backbone when it comes to certain things, to not want to deal with any sort of backlash or scrutiny, or to be canceled. And so kudos to those who still hold people accountable and call people out on their crap. And there's this attack going on right now against masculinity, particularly masculinity in men. This idea of toxic masculinity being oppressing, being triggering, and along with that, femininity in women is being discouraged. And this narrative is outrageous, because these are energies. Masculine energy, feminine energy, one does not exist without the other. They're both essential. They both play off of one another. Okay? It's the yin and the yang. And so whether it's a man or a woman, you can exhibit both of these, your feminine energy, your masculine energy, and they have their place. That dichotomy is necessary. It's part of what makes us human. And in relationships and in a partner, being able to feel safe and secure in your femininity, or being able to feel safe and secure in your masculinity is just part of what we're seeking in a connection, or most people are seeking in a connection, and it's an essential thing. So the idea that you can just suppress, your natural energies, your natural characteristics, the idea that you can suppress these things is a little ridiculous, and it's a dangerous notion. You have to, at times, there's a time and a place to be able to just tap into raw, primitive energies and emotions. And I feel like that's a little bit lost on this generation. Like, we're so far disconnected from doing primal things, from doing animalistic things, to where it's almost taboo. But I feel like, those are essential things. That is what makes us human. That's what makes you feel alive. And I guess there's this driving narrative that masculinity and misogyny are synonymous with one another, which is not true. That's just an idea rooted in ignorance. And so I think along with that, there is an agenda for sure, with some people, to just create this more docile population, this more soft-spoken population that is more easily manipulated, more controllable. And when you have an individual who does tap into that animalistic nature, who is just at their core an animal, somebody who draws that line in the sand and knows their convictions and knows what they stand for, and when cornered, will absolutely fight to the death for those things and for those whom they love, that's a beautiful thing. Give me that animal every time. We need more of those individuals. And that's not to say, someone who just doesn't have any social awareness and just acts, extreme all the time. That's not what I'm saying, but it's what I'm saying is somebody who is authentically themselves, somebody who is unapologetically themselves and not making decisions, not living in any sort of fear of any sort of backlash for just exhibiting their natural characteristics, their natural state, their natural energy. We need more of those individuals. And it sucks, but this generation as a whole, this generation is soft, man. This generation is soft. And it's not every individual, but overall, that's the world we're living in.